Hey guys, welcome back to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys joining me for today's episode. We are going to be talking about clouds, guys, and cloudy days, and the best lure for cloudy days that most people have no clue about. I think a lot of people, when you're talking about, say, a cloudy or rainy or some type of a low light day, they're thinking, well, yeah, I need to throw a spinnerbait or a topwater lure or something like that. I'm going to catch some fish. I'm not saying that doesn't work. It works occasionally, but there's a lot of other baits that a lot of people would not consider that are good in cloudy days that are actually better than the traditional cloudy weather baits. So we're going to dig into that in today's episode. Also, guys, quick reminder, you can see my Solar Bat RB2 and RB3 series sunglasses on my head here. There's only 2 more days left in the big Founders Day sale. So if you guys would like to get a pair at 30% off, and when you buy a pair of my glasses, you get another $100 pair of sunglasses absolutely free. So you're getting 2 for 1. Use the promo code RandyB. I'll put the link in the description, the Solar Bat link in this video description, if you guys would like to get you a pair. If you want to get 2, get you a pair of the Mossback Green for sunny day and a high contrast yellow for cloudy days. Those are the 2 that I wear all the time. Also, guys, thank you very much, man, for everybody that's taking time to subscribe here to Advanced Bass Fishing, join as a channel member. I really appreciate that. You guys commenting on the videos and hyping the videos. Thank you very much for me and my family for that. Okay, guys, cloudy weather lures for bass. Now, when you're talking about cloudy weather lures for bass, there's a lot of different variables other than just the clouds. Because when you're talking about that, there's tons of different type of clouds. You can have a cloudy day with greatly varying light intensities on a cloudy day. You can have a day that's cloudy and you got some really thin wispy cirrus clouds in the air, and even though the sky is completely covered by those clouds, the clouds are thin and there's a lot of light penetration. And then you can have a day where you've got some rain and those big thick cumulus clouds and it's really, really dark out. And then you got everything in between. You got different, levels of light intensity caused by the clouds. So the lures that you use on cloudy days are going to be relative a lot to the intensity of that light. Now, the main thing that you want to remember, and if you guys have been with the channel for a long time, you've heard me talk about this a little bit before, the most important thing to remember as far as the best lure on a cloudy day depends on how long it has been cloudy. I cannot reiterate this enough. It's like sometimes, you're coming off a situation where it's been sunny or partly cloudy for weeks, and then you get a little warm front or something comes in and it gets cloudy. And then sometimes you get some clouds moving in, and based upon the weather patterns that you have, those clouds hang around for a week or more. I've seen some clouds hanging around for like 2 weeks where it was literally cloudy for 2 weeks solid. So you've got varying degrees of how long it has been cloudy, and the amount of time that the clouds have been in the sky determine a lot of the mood and the personality of the fish and the baits they want. So here is some overall advice I want to give you guys on this. If you're fishing the day after it was sunny or partly cloudy, and the day that you get out there it's a cloudy day, that is true that a moving bait, topwater bait, spinnerbait, crankbait, chatterbait, any type of a moving reaction bait is going to usually be pretty good based upon the water temperature. I mean, if the water's warm, it could be a topwater. If the water's a little bit colder, it could be a crankbait or spinnerbait. But that first day of clouds after a sunny period is going to activate those fish to hit those moving baits. But what happens is the longer it's cloudy, you start getting to 2 and 3 and 4 days of clouds. Those fish, they go opposite with that. They will not bite those moving baits again as it gets longer and longer periods of clouds, and they tuck down to the bottom, they get inactive a little bit, and you have to go to a slow bait to catch them. So let's say, for example, it's November and we've got one of those frontal or weather systems that move in, and it's been cloudy for 3 or 4 or 5 days. Say it's been cloudy all week, and then you get out there, you get to go fishing on Saturday, and it's still cloudy. It's been cloudy all week. When you get out there, don't expect it to be this good topwater spinnerbait day, because most of the likely it's not. you're going to have to go down to a jig or a Carolina rig or football head jig or dragging a wobble head or throwing a shaky head or something like that, because the cloud covers over an extended period, especially if it's raining, put those fish on the bottom. One example that I'll give you guys, one of the biggest strings of fish I ever caught in my life, I was fishing a buddy tournament. I had several at Grand Lake, but this was a buddy tournament that I was fishing with my buddy Danny Correa. And this was like, I'm going to guess this was probably 2006 or 2007, like that, down at Grand Lake. Water was flooding the bushes, and it had been cloudy for a whole week. We caught 27 pounds of fish flipping willow trees with a jig after it had been cloudy for almost a week, and it was raining that day too. So those fish were tucked down in some of the heaviest part of the willow trees, even though the light levels were really low. I mean, most people would think, okay, I'll just throw a spinnerbait along the edge of these trees or chatterbait and catch them. But those fish had tucked down in the thickest part of that cover, even though it was cloudy and it was, light rain. No thunder, just light rain. I have seen this over and over again, where, that is a reality, that situation. So again, point of the video as far as how you adapt and how you catch them, and the big surprise with having a cloudy day, it all depends on how long it's been cloudy. So don't think in terms of cloudy weather or rainy weather or what it's going to do to fish. Ask yourself the day that when you go fishing, how long has it been cloudy? And like I said, the farther you get away from that first day of cloud cover, the more that you need to go to bottom baits, because you'll catch a lot more fish like that. So anyway, I hope it helps out, guys. We'll talk later.